Hey guys, it's Stacy with Chapter Checks, and today I'm doing my book review over Darkness Becomes Her by Kelly Keaton. The tagline is Beneath Every Beauty, Evil Stirs. This book came out February 22nd, and it's for 14 and up. Again, it's an ARC, so I don't know if the release date is right because sometimes they change it. But I really thoroughly enjoyed this book. Ari has she's grown up in foster care, and she wants to know more about her birth mother. She doesn't know who her birth father is, so she wants to go to number 2. Number 2 is New Orleans after Katrina, and the rich families in New Orleans buy the New Orleans area from the United States, and they rename it number 2. It's like its own little government, and things are run very differently there from the way it is in the rest of the United States. So Ari decides to go to number 2 to try to find her birth mother because that's where her birth mother is from. Ari is very different looking. She has long silver hair that she keeps tied back to try to keep it from everyone noticing her. She goes to a psych ward where her mother was put up at, and she gets the box of her belongings, and in it is a note to her saying run, telling her daughter to run, that they are coming after her. So she freaks out about this. And every creature she encounters in number 2 is horribly afraid of her. That's all the back of it says, so I'm not going to say any more about that. I really thoroughly enjoyed this book. I love number 2. I think number 2 is such a cool, awesome place. It's basically like a place for all the people who don't fit in anywhere. Like people that normal people would consider freaks and geeks and just weirdos. They all go and they all live in number 2 because number 2 is like a safe place for them to be able to live their lifestyle as. He comes to this household basically of a bunch of teenagers living together. One of them is named Crank. She's the one who brought her there because Crank delivers the mail. The kind of lead of the household is a guy named Sebastian, and he agrees to help Ari find out more about her mom and more about her father and try to help find her father. She wants to go to the hospital where she was born to try to find records on him, and he agrees to help her. There's a household of misfits. There's all kinds of, I don't want to get into all the characters just because I don't want to spoil, but there's all kinds of fun little side characters in this book. The characters in this book is amazing. They're all cute. They're all really fun, and they all band together. The plot was amazing. Amazing. When Ari discovers all the answers to all of her questions, it is so cool. The concept is so unique, something I've never read before in my life. 10 stars, amazing. This is a book you really have to go out and pick out and read, especially if you like, can't really say that because it's a spoiler, but there's a couple big themes in books, and one of them is not really touched on too much. There's one big series that touches on it. I'm not going to say what series, but it was really good. So if you like the main concepts of books, this is one that's a good twist on a huge concept that's popular in books. I really like Ari. I think she's really cool. She's the kind of girl who doesn't really try to depend on anybody. She's very self-assertive because she's had to be, because she's grown up in foster care and she's had a lot of things that she's had to deal with in her life. I really like the characters. I really like the plot. The writing was really good too. Very cool concept. If you're wanting a very cool, just go check it out. It's really cool. Very thin, very fast read. Really liked it. So now for the spoiler section of the video. There's nothing I didn't like in the spoiler section. So I'm just going to be talking about things that I liked. So I really like this book. I really like Sebastian. He is a really good main boy character, and he is a vampire as well. He is half vampire, half witch, which is so cool. I said in the spoiler section of one of my other videos that there was a character that I was not liking because there was nothing unique about him in that book. And Sebastian is a perfect example of what could be done to make it better, because he is half witch, half vampire, so that takes a concept that's been played out so much and puts a twist on it to make it a little bit different. And that's why Sebastian is A-okay with me. He's very cool. And then towards the end, when Ari finds out that she is daughter of Medusa, so freaking cool. So freaking cool. And plus the little side story of Medusa and how Medusa came to be what she was is something that I've always been kind of curious on. I've heard different stories about it, and I really don't know which one is true, which myth is true, but it was really nice to kind of finally clear the dust and to see what actually happened to Medusa. I think it was touched in the Percy Jackson series, but I really don't remember it because there's a different twist to every story. But I like this one, this story of Medusa. Very cool concept. And the fact that her hair is silver is because one day it's going to become snakes. That is awesome. Loved it, loved it, loved it, loved it. So let me know what you thought about it, because hopefully if you're still watching, then you have read the book, because I am in the spoiler section. Yeah, so I really liked the book, 10 stars. Let me know what you thought about it. And this is Stacy with Chapter Chicks, and these chapters were for you.